News, Washington.
In 2 weeks from today is Thanksgiving, a holiday synonymous with family gatherings. COVID is forcing a change in the way everybody celebrates this year. Joining us to talk about this is Keith Grant, Senior Director of Infection Prevention with Hartford Healthcare. Welcome back.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Hello. So I had a friend tell me this morning that she's coming home to Connecticut to be with her parents for Thanksgiving. And I said, are you sure that is what you want to do? I mean, your thoughts on this? Why is it so important for us to social distance right now?
You know, the report right before I came on that Dr. Fauci did, you know, we've been stressing this since the advent of, or since we started seeing this pandemic. Social distancing, physical distancing is probably one of the single most important thing we can do as a community, as a country, to address this virus. Very, very important. It's been important from day one. It remains to be primary important, even with you know, we had very good results and very good news about the vaccine coming up. Still very important to maintain social distancing.
So give us your thoughts 101 on Thanksgiving. What should we do?
You know, it's very challenging. So I think people do need a break. People need to enjoy family. I think my message would be the safest thing to do is if you can get together in your own household and appreciate the use of some virtual means to communicate with family, that's going to be your safest way to do it. You know what you've established in your household and how safe it is. If you decide to go beyond that boundary, then you know there's obviously some increased risk. But there's some tips that you could get. Hartford Healthcare is going to publish some tips on their website. But identify people who are highest risk. Probably you want to be masking in those groups. But it's an increased risk. The least risk is going to be not to get involved with group activities.
Yeah, those high risks that we worry so much about. All right, some people have traditions of touch football on Thanksgiving. It's an outdoor activity, but is something like that advisable?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. All right. Customarily, this is a multi-generational event. Who would be most vulnerable? Is it just the grandparents, or people in their 60s get COVID and get very sick as well, correct?
Absolutely. Very good question. And I think one of the things that we should be doing is looking within the family who is at highest risk to bring in the actual virus itself. So people who probably don't mask as much, not very disciplined with social distancing, people who, you know, are very voice the fact that they really don't believe in these processes, you probably want to separate those individuals from people who are high risk for mortality with the disease, with comorbidities such as advanced aging.
All right, Keith Grant, thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing Hartford Healthcare's tips. I'm sure we'll be talking about this every day leading up to Thanksgiving and beyond. Thank you.